Hello, I am Jonathan Moore,
I'm Megan Slay.
I'm Natalie Thompson.
and welcome back to the Month in Review. I forgot what month this is.
July.
It is July.
Welcome
Yes.
back to the Evil Pig Podcast.
I mean, it is a Month in Review, though.
Yeah.
We've been calling it the Month in Review.
I know, but you didn't even open and be like, welcome back to the Evil Pig Podcast. We
I
just
mean-
started off with our name.
Yeah,
it is weird.
because that's who we are.
It's different though than what we normally do.
Yeah. I mean,
People don't like change.
just people can get over change, okay? I'm not going to be stuck in a rut throughout all of my life.
Okay.
On that note, let's go ahead and get back into our rut here. So, last month, I kind of talked about how I was going to start changing the game design document. I'm not totally sure if I talked about how I was actually doing that last month. I don't think I was, but I've started now, and things are being explained more. And I think that everyone is a little bit happier because of that.
Yeah, the chart for Crad was really like he did it in a chart format, so it had like the percentages and the moves and like rows and columns, and it was great.
The bells and whistles, everything was there.
It was easy to look at. I don't like reading a lot.
Don't like walls of text.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how I feel like the game feel is right now, is just a wall of text. But there's 2 pictures in there. There are 2 pictures.
I don't think I've looked at it yet,
Yeah.
so.
I thought you were just talking about game feel in the game so far. It's like, so far, it just feels look like you're looking at a wall of text. That's how bad the game feel is.
No, it does not feel like that. So far, the game is actually feeling a whole lot better now.
Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah.
It's actually starting to feel like a game.
And I haven't even worked on game fill yet, so when that goes through, it'll feel even better.
Yay.
Yeah.
We're doing stuff, guys. We're making things come together. Crad is basically...
Crad is done.
Oh, really? He's
Yeah.
done? Dang. Cool.
One thing that I did realize, though, about the UI is... Do we even have a segment for the flashlight, that, like how much energy there is?
I thought,
Yes.
yeah, we do.
There is.
Yeah.
There is?
Yes. I
Yeah,
remember.
it's always been up there.
Yeah.
It's the same, it's the bar.
There's a bar. All right.
Did you
Cool.
forget about the bar?
I'm more focused on the game. Not the,
Yeah, I got you.
yeah.
It doesn't work right now, so maybe that's why.
I mean, we don't even have the flashlight in the game yet, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. It's not
Were you working on something today?
technically in the game.
So there's code for it?
Yeah, a little bit of code for it.
Okay, then. I
Okay.
guess, was that something that you were working on today?
No, it's just been in there.
No, it's just,
Yeah.
it's just in there.
Yeah.
Okay, then. It's
What
one of
button
those...
do you press to get your flashlight out?
Wasn't it F?
I want to say F for
Yeah, for-
flashlight.
Not for respect.
Not F for respect. It's F for flashlight.
Okay.
F for enlightenment.
All right. That's good.
Yeah. I mean, there's... I was about to say there's no respect in the P-Line here. But I feel like there is. There is a captain, of course.
Yeah.
Going with you. So... Yeah, so game design document is actually coming together again. I am continuously fixing that instead of just sitting down one time, putting stuff in, and saying, all right, I'm done. I am, I guess, writing it as we're making it, so that way it's updated to a point where even the stuff that we're already done working on, at least it's in the game design document, so we can refer back to it.
Yeah. Like, and then if we have any questions, we could reference it. And then, like, today I wanted to look at saving the game. So I looked in the game design document and it wasn't there. So I contacted Jonathan and he's like, oh, yeah, I'll put that in the game design document. So it's a very, constant process he's in right now.
Yeah.
You forgot about saving, right? Well, you had an idea of what it was
I had
gonna
the
be.
idea and I put it on Discord and I just forgot to put that
Oh,
idea
okay.
into the game design
Okay.
document.
Mhm.
It was just one of those moments where I was at work, I had the idea, and I was like, I have to write this down real fast, and then I forgot to put it in the game design
Oh,
document.
okay.
Yeah, we switched through Discord and we found it. So yeah.
That's good.
Did you pin it, by the way?
No. But if you type in save, you'll find it.
Yeah, I'll just do that later. That'll be fine. Another cool thing that has happened is Primus Star. We got
about to bring that up.
a deal over in Austin,
Oh, cool.
and they're gonna be playing the game this coming month. Hopefully, we still need to put together the adventure module to a point where it's really playable, as well as pre-gens. I already got the pre-gens though, all done. But so the main thing that right now that I need to do is the maps,
Yeah.
which still waiting on that from.
Yeah, I don't know about that drive.
You don't know about the drive? You think it's
Yeah.
Dunzo?
So, but you have the files for the book, right? Like you have the, because we might need those in the future.
The Tower of Gold?
No,
book?
no, the original.
The original book. Yes, I
It
have
was all on that
I
drive.
have all of
Okay.
the files for the original
yeah.
book.
Did you lose your computer drive or something? Or?
Yeah, I think it died.
Oh
It's
no.
not showing up anymore in my computer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Luckily, that's why we have it saved on other things. It's even all saved on my laptop as
Okay,
well.
cool.
So we have it on multiple sources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We probably also need to save it on something else, like a backup drive.
Yeah, maybe put it on Google Drive or something. I don't know if it's all
Can it
up there.
fit?
I don't know
on
if it
Google
can.
Drive?
I don't know how
No,
big
we can
it
check
is.
it out.
But it is nice that with the game we don't ever have to worry about that because of GitHub. So
Unless GitHub decides to remove everything, which apparently they can.
hopefully they wouldn't do that at the same time that our computers all crash.
All of our computers crashed and GitHub all at once.
And GitHub's just like, sorry guys, you
Should've-
suck.
Should have backed it up.
But yeah, so it's gonna hopefully be going back to Primus Star. It's gonna hopefully be this next month, but that all depends on if I can finish everything in time. So I just need to get the maps
Oh, okay.
done. But since you can't get access to that, I'll have to recreate them. Do you have the graph paper that I gave you a long time ago with the maps on them?
Natalie
No.
like, no.
I had it on my computer.
That's
I didn't
what I was
need the
hoping that
graphs
you would.
paper.
I was hoping that you'd have something so I could reference back to it, but that's fine. I'll just recreate all of the floor designs from scratch again.
You should have taken or like made backups of them too.
Maybe I have them as really old photos in my phone.
They might be.
Yeah, I could look really far back
I
and see
bet
if
you
they're
they
there.
are really old photos. I bet you.
Because that's what I did. I took photos of them and then I sent them to
Yeah.
myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Mhm. Oh, look.
I
Yeah.
think we'll be there. I think we can work through that. And if not, like I said, I'll recreate everything from scratch. In fact, it might be better that way.
Yeah, you might have better ideas the second time.
Yeah. We'll find out. We'll explore that whenever we get there. I know that I want Megan to be there while I recreate the maps because I want
Oh yeah, you want me to help you with like
Yeah.
making backgrounds and stuff.
doing like artistic
Oh,
choices
yeah.
and everything. Like I'll be the one that's actually doing everything. And Megan's just gonna be looking over my shoulder. She'll be like a backseat driver.
I was like, this is terrible.
What we'll probably do is we'll probably record that. It might be for an Evil Pig After Hours.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we'll just yeah.
I'm really glad I never did that. I remember wanting the maps so that I could do all the background and do it artistically, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. I'm glad I didn't, because it'd all be deleted.
Well, I mean, if you finished it, you probably would have sent it to me.
That's
Then
true.
I would have had it.
Maybe.
But instead, now we have nothing.
Oh man, speaking of that Primus Star thing, like when I had to take Jonathan to go to that store,
Oh my god, it was so far.
it was far, and then like driving through the city gives me anxiety, and then I was already feeling really anxious about Jonathan presenting the book. By the time we got there, like I just sat down at this one table and Jonathan's like, "You want to go with me?" And I looked at him, I was like, "No." I was like, I don't know, I was just feeling really anxious and like just trying not to cry.
She just sat down at a table and started to play Animal Crossing Pocket Camp as she was
Yeah.
like, I'm done.
Yeah. I was really stressed out.
It was really weird. It was one of the weirdest selling moments that I've ever had because I went back there and was like, how do I sell my own game? Like,
You
everything.
didn't think about that on the drive there?
I basically just thought, like, what are the main things about Primus Star? It's like a build your own space adventure that has race presets and other things like that.
There's a lot of character customization.
Yeah. But I was just like, how do I say things? And I went back there and I forgot the English language. And he just looked at the book and was like, yeah, okay. I like this. And I'm just like, I don't need to say anything. I can just look at it. The beauty of it being a book.
Megan's art and my design coming through.
Yeah, he said that he really liked the design of the book, the layout and everything. I can't remember if he said anything about the art.
That's
It
fine.
probably was mixed in with design. Usually
Oh.
that is.
But he said he really liked the layout of the book. And I still... I thought it was hilarious whenever he emailed me. It was like, yeah, I've read through all the book. It's very readable. I'm just like,
Yes.
very readable. Like,
Like a book should be.
Whenever he sent that to me, it was like, should I take this as a compliment? Or should I take this as, like, just like, yeah, it's not complete shit, so...
Take it as a compliment.
Maybe he sees a bunch of books that aren't readable or something. Like people
Yeah.
are like, look at this, and he's like, I can't even understand this.
Look at what?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. So we're gonna be doing that. They're too fucking far though from us, so I don't know if we want to actually drive there again to see. I mean, I would like to drive there maybe on Monday just to sit in on the session and be
It would
there.
be kind of cool to get feedback, on what they liked, disliked.
So that way for the expansions and things like that, we
Yeah.
can add in.
I sneezed. So I just sneezed into my towel.
I'm gonna try and make it so that the gain goes super far up on that and try and focus in on your sneeze. By the way,
I wonder if he'll even pick it up.
probably not. It was in the towel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would like to go back there while they're playing.
Does he?
I don't want to go back there.
Does he own the store?
No, he is just a
Okay.
guy that hosts a session over there called I Can't Believe It's Not D&D
Okay.
every Monday, which I think is a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I just cannot fathom me getting into a different game every single month.
Yeah. All the rules and stuff you'd have to learn
Yeah.
every.
Yeah.
It's just
I always
like-
wanted to play the Call of Cthulhu one though.
Arkham Horror.
Yeah.
That one is so good.
But that's why he's asking you for pre-made characters and a
Yeah, he was
pre-made
saying
story.
usually he uses pre-generations and things like that because anytime there's character creation involved, he doesn't want his group to do that. So
Yeah.
that way he just
Character creation takes way too long.
It takes like a whole day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's,
He-
it's session 0.
that was one of the things he asked me was like, how in depth is the character creation in this? And it was just like, there's a lot of options and everything. It was just like, yeah, we're gonna need pre-gens. I don't want to confuse anybody about this.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tower of Gold also I edited the wording of a lot of things so it looks better now.
I feel like I made the logo for Tower of Gold and now we don't have it. Darn. Oh well.
Back to square one with that.
I know I made the title cover.
Yeah, we probably still have that though.
Oh, I do.
You have it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course, Megan has it.
Yeah.
Her hard drive didn't explode.
And plus I have it on my laptop and a separate hard drive.
That's cool. I thought it was so clever. I remember I was like, and this hard drive is just for Jonathan stuff. I remember thinking that.
You need 2 hard drives just for Jonathan's stuff. One that you mainly use and then your backup
Yeah,
that you just put everything onto.
I get that now. It hasn't been an issue in a while. We're good. We're good.
I like how you said it hasn't been an issue in a while whenever this just happened.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, with the game, like, there's no reason for me to back it up anywhere, because it's on both computers and everywhere I can
Well,
put it.
now it's on 3 computers, right? Because it's on Megan's.
Well, it's on your computer, it's on 2 of my computers, it's on Megan's computer.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
several backups.
For Feline Frontier?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mine's not up to date, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's still a good backup if everything dies.
That's better than nothing.
Yeah.
If everything explodes tonight, we'll have hopefully something.
I mean, the only one up to date right now is mine, so.
Yeah, because I still need to. Mine is only up to date ever since yesterday.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But.
But hopefully a lot of stuff changed today. You said that you did.
Yeah,
quite a-
today I did, like, I guess it would be considered game consistency. I made like a game controller and I put it in every scene and it keeps track of the player health, which was keep track in other things before, but now it's very consistent. Everything can reach it in this one file. It has the health, it has are the bosses alive or dead, because there's times in the game where, you know, there's different enemies in a room if a boss is dead versus alive.
Mhm.
So now that's in effect. It has what player are you currently playing at this moment, so that I can implement, you know, the different status effects that different characters have, which aren't implemented, but now I can implement them. And I did other things. Oh, I made a Crad idle animation too, so that, you know, when he's dead and they enter the room, he doesn't roar at them still.
He doesn't come back to life.
Yeah.
Restart
Get ready
the fight.
for zombie crab.
It's just normal Crad. Again.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's alive, fully healed. You didn't actually kill him. Every time you go in that room.
Yeah. And then I made save and load things that aren't yet implemented, but all the coding is there, so when I make the
Okay.
button, it's implemented.
Okay.
For one save slot. We're gonna do 3.
Yeah. Yeah, because 3, I mean, that's just the normal.
Yeah, I think
amount,
that's
feel
good.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for, I noticed in Hollow Knight, I've been playing that game a little bit just to learn, study. But that game, for some reason, has 4 save slots.
What a weirdo.
Although, I think that's actually the same thing for a lot of Legend of Zelda games, now that I think about it. Is that they have 4
I don't
instead of
remember.
3. Maybe that's a thing with Dragon Age, too. Not Dragon Age, Dragon Quest.
I never played Dragon Quest.
Maybe it's just a thing with Japanese RPG games.
That'd be kind of interesting. Maybe it's like a culture thing.
Not Pokemon.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Pokemon has 1, so.
Yeah.
Though, wasn't there a thing with... This is going off on a completely different tangent, but whatever. Isn't there a thing with Japan where the number 4 is seen as, like, death?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would they want 4 save slots?
I don't know.
Because you die a lot. No, I don't know.
I'll have to research this later.
If you have 4 people in your household, they can all make a save.
Yeah, usually 4 is the actual, like, the average for a family, right?
It's the nuclear family. It's supposed to be like, wasn't it like 4.5, I think? Because, like, sometimes people have 3 kids.
Sometimes they
instead of-
cut their kid in half.
Yeah. And then they trade it with another parent. Trade that half of a child. Like, here, have half my child.
No, usually I don't know if parents would, like, I don't know. Like, a lot of
They
those
probably
RPGs,
wouldn't.
yeah.
My dad would. Remember that? My mom, though. She never really played games. She tried to. I remember that. She was terrible.
Don't insult your mother.
I'm not insulting. I mean, her video game skills are horrible.
Leave something to be desired.
Yes.
They could use improvement.
A whole lot of improvement.
My mom's not that good at video games either.
Speaking of video games, I still need to edit the next Evil Pig After Hours video. Like, it's still just sitting there.
Oh.
I've been so busy with other things. This month has been...
This month has been very chaotic. I've barely gotten anything done. Like, there's just been a whole bunch of outside things coming up. And basically, all I've done is worked on a few animations for Shulk. I didn't even finish any. I was doing his charge animation, and I was like, I'm tired of this. It's not coming out the way I want it. I'm just gonna go and start this other animation. And then I was just like, I'm tired of this.
I told her to take a break because she's so far ahead. I mean, we're still on the surface, and she's trying to do a boss for the hot springs, which is an area so far in the distance.
Yeah, but apparently I gotta go back whenever I start working again and make death animations for all the bosses. All the bosses I've done that I'm just like, I'm done with this. I won't need to work on it anymore. I gotta go back and make death animations.
Are the bosses all like Crad, where you have to piece them together?
Nope.
Okay. Well, that'll make it easier for
There's
you.
like one other boss that's like that. And then there's Anglerk and Anglerk Spirit. You know, their legs are on separate, or they're going to be in separate layers. That's going to be, like, the only thing. But Illidan is, like, the only one that's, like, Crad, where he's, like, separate body parts. And they kind of, like, it's animated in the program and not through me.
I was going to say, if all the bosses are like that, that's a lot of work, too.
Yeah. Nope, Crad's special.
He's really cool looking. I really like how the fights come out. Like...
Didn't you have to, like, did you actually change the timing of his laser thing?
We just changed how it looks depending on which way he's going to go. Because before it was just like, is he going to go left? Is he going to go right?
Yeah.
Am I going to die? Probably.
Yeah.
But now you can actually tell, oh, he's pointing it slightly left, so he's going to be going left, so I should go right.
You have to pay attention, but I put Urchigs up there, and the Urchigs really help if if the Urchigs are covering his claw, then he's going to swipe this direction. I don't know which way that is. And then if the Urchigs aren't,
left.
then it's going the right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I just thought when I first animated it, I was like, it'll be slow enough where you can dodge. But then Jonathan tried it and he's like, it's not. And I'm just like, okay.
I think it was slow enough until the last phase.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even in the first phase, sure, it is slow enough, but for majority of players, they're not going to know it right off the bat. So.
I mean, they should get hit a couple times to figure it out.
You should be able to see through context. It's like, oh, that's probably going to go that way, so I should go this way.
I wonder if they'll even know what to do with the laser beam, though.
Probably not, but at least now there is some sort of context.
Yeah,
so if the player...
the second.
I think they'll have to get hit a few times before they figure out the pattern. But
more than likely. I mean, that's the same thing with...
I feel like that's game design, though. So.
It's the same thing with everything else.
As long as they don't instant die.
Yeah. My only issue is that you couldn't read it in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you should be able to read it no matter what. Mm-hmm. It's just you have to understand it first, I guess. Like, it's like... It's sort of like, I guess, math. You know that 1 + 1 will equal 2. It's always going to equal that. No matter what you do. I don't know where I was going with this.
I was thinking it's kind of like I haven't played Cuphead, but I was listening to people play Cuphead, and they were like, oh my god, I don't even understand these beams and stuff. Like, when does it even happen? And they had to play through the, like, boss fight, like, 5 times to figure out how the hell the beams worked. So it's probably, people...
I guess the same thing with Dark Souls, too.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to know the attack. But they always do an animation. Like, whenever they do that specific animation, you know that attack is about to come.
The anticipation frames and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, it's good we added something so they could see. But I'm just saying, even if they don't figure it out right away, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because we did add it.
Yeah.
All right. So, that tangent's done.
Scene transitions are all done, finally. I think I say that, like, every podcast. But this time...
Yeah, this time, for sure.
Next month, Natalie's gonna be like, scene transitions, I had to adjust them, but this time they're done. And then like, what is it, September? And then October. Like, scene transitions.
I know that I've started to record sound effects.
Oh, yeah,
And I started
it
to get
helped
into
with
sound
that.
design. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to get into sound design more, and I'm trying to make my own synths, own sound effects, and I'm trying to orient that into Feline Frontier.
I just remembered I was supposed to work on the sound in the game in the level. I need to add the sound. I guess that part isn't done yet.
But I'm actually working on that right now.
Okay.
Still, so I don't know if that's actually going to be able to be implemented, because I want to get with Dylan, and I want
Okay, yeah.
to go through that with him.
It's fine. Sounds kind of easy to add, so.
I was thinking about this. I don't know if whatever. It's my podcast. It's my company. I can talk about whatever I want to.
Okay, what do you need this build up for?
I'm sorry that sound. Okay, whatever. I was thinking about getting in contact with Aaron Hansen and saying how I was just like, all right, so I don't want your voice, but I would like the voice of your two cats.
I don't know about that.
You don't think so?
I think they're busy.
The two cats are busy?
Oh, he'd have to record them, right?
I doubt the two cats are busy.
I don't think he'd actually go for it.
You don't think
Yeah.
they'd
Yeah,
actually go
we don't know them very, he doesn't know us, kind of thing. It's not like we're close with
Yeah.
them.
But I mean,
I would
maybe.
wait.
He'd probably, want money for it.
Yeah.
Well, he'll definitely want money for it.
It probably isn't worth it.
We have
We
plenty of cats.
Yeah, you guys
We
have
do
like
have plenty of
3
cats.
cats. I have 2 cats.
And then we have more cats
And mine
outside.
scream all the time. Like, it's pretty easy to get them to scream.
All right, fine then. We're set on cats. I'm sorry, Aaron Hansen.
Doesn't even know we exist.
Maybe he does. Or maybe someone that listens to us.
I mean, maybe when the game comes out, you could, just throw it in there. Like, I don't know. If you aren't doing anything else, don't, force him or anything. Like, you're like, here's a gift, free copy. And then maybe it'll go somewhere.
Yeah, who
Send
knows?
it to JonTron too. Maybe he'll bash it.
He doesn't really do game
That's
reviews
true.
anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't. He focuses on other things. I don't want to send it to him anyways.
But yeah, you're doing back to sound design, I guess. Jonathan was showing us all the boss, having us listen to all the boss noises, and he showed us Crad. I'm like, it sounds like a laser beam going off. That's not how a crab sounds. And Jonathan was like, how does a crab sound? And I kind of made noises, and then he he YouTubed. Did a little YouTube search, Google search, but went on YouTube kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, and then he looked up crab noises, and it was basically what I sounded like. And I'm just like, yeah, let's just record me making noises, and then we'll change it. And Jonathan was so confused by that, because I was just like, yeah, you'll just distort it, or crush it, or whatever. I don't know sound terms, but you'll just edit it to make it sound like it actually it's in the game. But he was just like, he just thought that I was just gonna make noises in the microphone, and we're just gonna use just that. But yeah, I made some noises for Crad. And then I was like, do you want to do some more takes? And save the takes and not write over them, because he kept writing over the takes. But I made 2 noises. One for his just starting up noise, when you go into the room, and then his death animation noise.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, whenever we started to do it, that was the first time I've ever done anything like that, so I didn't know how to work a lot of things. So I was like, I guess record. But I think I understand it more. I've been watching a whole lot of videos on it and then studying sound design more.
Yeah.
New experiences are good experiences.
It hurts my brain.
But I was just like, do you want to do other noises for Crad? He's like, no, this is good. I'm just like, we need other noises for Crad.
And now we're going to record other noises for Crad.
Yeah, I'll be doing a bunch of takes, I'm sure, making a bunch of weird noises.
I still don't understand what attack means
What?
in sound design. So there's attack, there is sustain, there is decay, and there is something else. I mean, it's like reverb, but it's not reverb. It's something else. I'm just gonna call it reverb. But yeah, it's attack, sustain, decay, and reverb. And I don't know what attack is. Sustain, I know what that is, because that's just how long the note stays.
Maybe attack.
I know what attack is! I know what attack
It
is!
decays when it like fades
Well,
out.
decays whenever it fades out. Yeah,
And-
but attack is
Oh.
whenever you
You attack the listener's
It's-
ears.
whenever, it's how long you have to hold the key down until it actually makes its full sound.
Oh, okay. I would have thought it was like berating someone with sound. Like, I'm going on the attack.
No, that would be delayed.
Oh.
It's whenever you delay the sound effect where it's like it makes one sound effect and then it takes a cut from the high and low frequency and it just copies that and then delays it as if it's like an echo, kind of. I've been learning things.
Me too. I'm so proud of myself. When I was doing CRAD, I literally got out a piece of paper and I was like, yep, this is how it's going to be in the code. And then I wrote the code and it was pretty easy other than a few minor things. But
Well, that's good.
yeah, and I was like, man, I didn't even have to Google search everything.
Yay.
Yeah.
We're all getting better at our jobs, guys. Support us on Patreon. Spend money on us. Just $1 or more. In fact, I don't think anyone else. There was one person for a while that was doing $50 donation. What am I talking about? There was one person that did like a $100 donation in the very beginning, and they stopped.
Yeah, it's hard to keep it up because, it takes a while to make a game, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why people talk about doing the other place. I don't remember the name.
Kickstarter?
Of the site. Yeah, Kickstarter, because it's like one time, and-
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing with Kickstarter though in games, it's just like, especially depending on how much of the game you have done, and then you put it up on Kickstarter, it can take a really long time to finish that game still, and then people expect like constant updates and stuff like
Do
that.
they expect updates and stuff? I think if you tell them you weren't going to, then they know what they're getting into when you put it on there. This is gonna be a game that there's gonna be like no updates unless there's a major bug.
I mean, I feel bad,
Yeah.
especially right now for our Patreon patrons, because I only did one sneak peek this month, and there was no digital poster.
I mean, you could take a video of CRAD, like the boss fight, and put it on there.
I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
There we go. We figured it out, guys.
Yeah, you kept talking about how you were gonna record things and use that for.
Yeah, but I didn't. I felt like maybe it wasn't ready yet. Like I needed to wait a little bit longer for things to.
I feel like CRAD's like, I don't know, maybe you'll find a bug while you're doing it and tell me about it, but I feel like it's done, so.
You just need some sounds and music.
Yeah, it doesn't have that stuff yet.
Yeah, but we'll get to that.
I guess the scene transition going in isn't done yet for his room specifically, but I think I just need to add a camera shake, and since I made the you can tell if he's dead or alive thing, it's easier to implement it now.
I even uploaded a song to Patreon this month, I think. Yeah, I
Oh,
uploaded
cool.
a song.
Mhm.
But now I'm talking about how I want to edit all the songs. But whatever.
I mean,
They're sneak peeks still. They're
Yeah,
works
they're
in
sneak
progress. So.
it's cool to see how, like, I think personally, I'm not talking for everyone else, but I think it's cool when you can see how something evolved, because, like, it's just like, that's how much you can grow if you put your mind to something.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
seeing those.
Yeah.
It's like the artist things where it's just like 2012 my art, and then 2019 I guess currently, and look how much has changed. I love seeing that.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It's really weird to look back at Feline Frontier, the original, I guess, design and everything for all the blocks, and then looking at it now for the surface and how everything is so.
Much more lively.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like a game.
That's good.
Yeah, that's the goal.
I love the surface, like the first part in the surface. I'm like, I love that background in the mountains.
It's very pretty.
The cave depresses me sometimes.
Why?
Because it's
it's
so dark.
dark.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a cave.
Natalie doesn't like dark colors. She likes bright and colorful
That's
things.
true. Yeah.
We still need to put the sparkle animation in the cave.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, I have a sparkle effect.
Oh,
in-
cool.
On my computer, I need to give to you.
Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. So.
It'll just be random on the screen. So, but yeah, I want to say that there's not much else to talk about.
Lala's here.
Lala is here. She's one of the cats that we're gonna probably record. Going back to that.
Jonathan set up this podcast, and then like she jumped up on the table, and we're all surrounding her, and she loves it.
It's true.
She loves being the center of attention. She was scratching herself earlier. You might have heard that. It was a little kind of noise.
Probably.
She's so cute.
Yeah, she's so fluffy.
Should make the background of this video just a picture of her on the table.
Let me take a picture. Lala. There we go. There you go, kitty.
All right, there it is.
Yep.
Unless it's been up there this entire time. No, there it is. Showing it right now.
Yep, there it is. She's adorable.
Yes, Natalie?
I was trying to think, like, because you look like you wanted to figure out if we had anything more to say. I'm like, I don't know. The months so far since I've been doing more, it's like, what all did I do, you know?
Yeah.
I only remember the last
You
thing.
said that a few months where it's just like they start
Everything's-
to blend
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
The more things come together, they all start to blend together.
It's not that I think, well, it's just that I'm doing more. So, like, I guess my attention span is bad or my short-term memory. I don't know. Because I'm like, I remember what I did yesterday.
My short-term memory's bad.
Yeah.
Oh. I know I am excited to be done with Tower of Gold for Primus Star.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Feline Frontier, and I was like, me too.
We're not even close to being done with Feline Frontier.
I'm excited to be done with it, though.
I'm excited to see it finish. Like,
Mhm.
I'm just going to look at it and be like, I made that, you know?
Yeah. Actually run around the game.
Mhm.
I do enjoy just running around the game. Even if, like, I'm not really killing or shooting anything, you know?
Mhm.
It's just nice to run.
Eventually, the game is actually going to be the game.
I think we're going to have to take the next few months for game design, or not game design, game feel. And after that, the game should feel like so good. Like, if we do our jobs properly, after that, the game should feel so good.
Yeah, I have it so that next month, August, is going to be focused on game feel.
Yeah, there's just a lot of things, so they might take longer.
More than
one.
likely,
Yeah.
game feel is also going to have the actual game, I guess, ideas implemented, like the
Yeah,
time.
we're gonna take the time in game fill to make sure that, you know, all the power-ups work, even though that's not in the surface. But once we get, like, all the power-ups working, the bullets in your gun working properly, your jump height, your run speed, all of that in good order. Like, also animations for when you jump and, you know, other things you do animations for. Like the scene transition from the ship to the surface, you know.
Yeah. I know that we talked about that, how it was going to be like pretty much like a teleportation thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is crazy. These cats are just now getting to their moon, but they already had some sort of teleportation technology. It's like, what?
Well, it was localized, close area teleportation. They can do it from the ship to outside.
All of their cars don't have car doors.
Yeah.
They just teleport from inside the car to the outside of the car.
Well, they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have thumbs, so no.
They
That's-
have thumbs.
Do they?
Yes,
do cats
they
have
do.
thumbs?
Cats kind of have thumbs, but the ones in Feline Frontier definitely have thumbs.
Oh. She would know. She's the artist.
Yeah, I was the one that designed them.
The anatomy of the feline. That's their race name.
Yes.
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 I felt like I had to say that to the audience.
I thought you were just making up a race name.
No, that's literally what they're called.
Oh.
They're in Primus Star.
Oh, okay.
Not the
cool.
core rule book, but
They're
the,
gonna be in there.
the expansion.
Oh, okay, cool.
It even talks about how they traveled to their Meown and fought the Kurg Empire.
Sorry, I just thought of something adorable, but it's kind of awkward. Like, I was thinking, you know how they have the different suits, and I know Megan's already drawn them, and this won't happen, but like, isn't there one where you go into lava or something?
Yeah.
Yes, the Vulcan.
I'm like,
suit.
it should have been like a mermaid.
Why?
Because I was like, that'd be adorable.
Oh my God.
For the
Mercats.
lava.
And it would be for the Hydro suit.
Yeah, probably
Okay.
Hydros.
Different colored tailed mermaid suits. Depending on which
That'd be silly. It'd also be a lot for me to animate.
Yeah.
Screw that.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about mermaids a lot.
Me too. Mermaids are
Gosh.
great.
Mermaid cats.
Yeah.
Permaids.
Mermaids.
Isn't that a thing that you have? That
No,
says
I've seen I remember someone I saw online made a stuffed animal kind of thing, and it was like cat mermaids, and they called them permaids.
that?
Shout out to them, I guess.
Whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
All right, so on that awkward note, we're going to go ahead and end this podcast, this month in review, my bad. This isn't a podcast. It is, but... I have been Jonathan Moore,
I'm Megan Slay.
I'm Natalie Thompson.
and we will see you all next month whenever we finish another thing in the game.
Yay!
Yay!
I was about to say finish the game entirely, but...
But then he'd be lying to you, and it's not April, so we can't do that.
Soon. I mean, not really soon, but how... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Nowhere near
6, 7,
soon.
8, 9. 9 more months. We have 9 months,
Be prepared.
guys.
We're warning you now. We're gonna lie to you.
We're going to lie to you so much that you won't even know what the truth is.
But only in April. Bye.
Yeah, bye!
Bye!